Drink your coffee black. Drinking coffee black is a change I've made in my life pretty recently, and it has been one of the best things I've ever done. Right? So there's 3 reasons I've laid out. One of them, the first one, is that it's obviously pretty good for weight loss. I mean, if you're drinking coffee with sugar, if you're drinking coffee with sugar, there's a very high chance you're not just putting 1 spoon in, right? You're putting 2, 3, you're throwing some creamer in because it tastes delicious, just like salted caramel. But all those things are very high in sugar, and especially with something like creamer. Creamer, how I found it, it didn't taste good unless you put a significant more amount than what's on the nutritional facts. So you might have been looking at what's on the nutritional facts. It's like, oh, in 1 tablespoon, it's only like 5 grams of sugar. And, I thought, wow, that's actually pretty good. Until I actually tried putting just a tablespoon in, and it didn't taste any different. Let's be honest, when you're putting creamer in your coffee, you're not actually measuring it out, you're just pouring it in, and it's until it, at least for me, it was until it turned like a nice beige kind of color, right? And then you drink it and it would taste good, but you're putting 5 times the actual recommended serving size in, and that is just incredibly bad for weight loss and just trying to keep yourself in a nice good body. So keeping that out of your diet is probably it's a good thing. So don't be doing all that. It's also very good for your mental health. The way I am, when I first wake up, at least for a while, my first thought was, okay, I need to get a coffee. Right? I'd go downstairs, I'd make a pot, I'd put my sugar in, I'd put my creamer in, I'd do whatever, right? And I thought, and everyone told me, it's the caffeine, you're trying to get the caffeine so you can get that boost. And that's true. The reason I still drink coffee is for the caffeine, right? However, as I've started to drink it black, I've started to realize I can go longer and longer periods of time without needing to drink it, right? Because it used to be I have to drink it the first thing I do. I'd get a shower and instantly I'd be drinking coffee with sugar and stuff. But now, I could go a week without it, and I'd be functional. I don't, because it lowers my level of productivity. But I could, right? And I've done so before. It turns out, and this is what I believe, it's not that you wake up craving the caffeine when you've been drinking with sugar. It's that you wake up craving the sugar. Because sugar is such a valuable thing for our bodies to have that we've completely overloaded in the modern era, right? We've been constantly eat sweets, pop, soda, chips, all these things. Chips not really high in sugar, but you know what I mean, right? It's something that is very clearly bad for you, and I feel like most people understand that it's bad for them, but they still do it. And they do it so much that they start forgetting, hey, this is not a good thing, right? So they're doing that. It's very good for your mental health. However, I believe, just on a metaphorical level, I believe drinking your coffee black is a very good metaphor for self-improvement as a whole. The thing with starting to drink your coffee black, if you've started out drinking it with lots of sugar, right, is that black coffee is very bitter. That's just how it is. It's there for the caffeine, but to get through to the caffeine, you need the bitterness. And I believe that's a great metaphor, because the things that are good for you in these modern times aren't what your brain tells you feel good, aren't what make the dopamine receptors go off as you're doing them. When I take a sip of this coffee, while I'm drinking it, I've learned to like it, so I still enjoy it. But at first, it was there was a visceral reaction. There was a deep, displeasure whenever I drink it. But as I've drank it, it would almost be, painful, right? But that's the same as life. if you've lived up to your teenage years not working out, not getting work done, you're gonna find working out and, getting your work done in general to be painful, to be hard tasks. I do too. I still do. But you have to do them, or else you're gonna get bigger because you're, for example, drinking sugar in your coffee. It hurts to do what's right when you first start. But after a while, your baseline for what's right, our lives are so fucked up that you're gonna have to do the painful things to start seeing your life as better. That's just how it is now. You can't change what you've done in the past, but you can change what you do in the future. So in the future, do the painful things. Don't do the things that feel good, right? Do the hard things. Drink your coffee black. Go to the gym. Do all that. Once you learn to start loving those things and start seeing those things as the baseline, you're going to feel a lot more fulfilled. That's all I've got for today. I'll see y'all in the next video.